Alright, what's up y'all, it's Lakerfan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, Lakerfan'S embarrassing first game on a point guard in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. So, as a lot of you guys know, I'm not very experienced when it comes to playing on PG. I'm usually always a center or a slasher who has like 25 three-pointer. Literally no shooting experience at all in this game so far, to be honest with you. Now, under those circumstances, what does Lakerfan decide to do? Well, decides to go into Rival Day with complete randoms on a build that he's never grinded at all. It's literally a 91 overall off Rebirth, and I have no experience of playing on it at all. And as you can see, I get a CPU in my first game as well. So I will say, obviously on the other side, there's a 60 overall and a dude with 30 win percentage that's guarding me. So obviously there's two different things that are kind of weighing on this. I just wanted to show y'all this because I thought it was really fun to do this, and I think there will be a cool little arc as far as my learning process or just the whole learning curve of playing PG and working with randoms and stuff like that as well. Obviously, I could have came out here with my own squad. I could have just been playing in the park, some basic bland stuff, but I thought I'd spice it up for y'all, as well as, to be completely honest with you, I kind of enjoy playing like this, where there's no expectations upon me, and obviously, you know, I'm not disappointing my teammates who are amazing at point guard. Like let's just say I play with Kitchen or something like that on a center, and I come out here and I'm struggling at the PG, and honestly, it's not very motivating, and it's not really a nice process to go through when you're getting backseat point guarded by someone who's amazing at the game at what they do. And overall, I'm just trying to have this whole process be something that I can take and have fun with and really just strive for to get better with. It's giving me something I can shoot for in 2K rather than, obviously I've already mastered everything when it comes to the big man position of screen setting, rebounding, interior finishing, defensive perimeter, like interior, whatever the case may be. All of that is like mastered, and I think I have everything on that down. Now, if I wanted to make a shooting big, obviously that's a whole different story, but it's just not really in my interest. I want to come out here and actually do that at the guard position. So with all that said, I don't want you guys' help with anything. I don't want you giving advice. I don't want to be using base 3. Listen, I don't want it, all right? I'm using set shot 25, and I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's innovative. It's definitely known to be one of the better jump shots in the game, but it looks kind of wonky and like funny, right? So I just want to use it, simply put. Also in today's video, I'm gonna be showcasing you guys the whole build itself as far as all the ratings and badges that I decided upon this, and it's pretty much option number 1 from the video a couple days ago, asking you guys to help me decide on my new point guard build with a couple revisions. A lot of you guys are telling me to get that 85 pass accuracy. The build that I was showcasing only had 70, so a lot of you guys are telling me I definitely should shoot for the 85, especially at the point guard position. I'm not gonna lie though, I only have 70 pass accuracy in like bronze bullet passer. Actually I have 0, and it was still manageable passing the ball in here. So I don't know, I'm not sure I really do need gold as far as the gold bullet passer goes, but who knows, maybe when the time comes that I do want to play some rec center or something like that, maybe I will need it. But anyway, with that said, like I said, I don't want your guys' help. I don't want SIGs. I don't want jump shot suggestions. I don't want play style suggestions, anything like that. This is my own process. I'm trying to have fun with it and trying to learn. Now, with all that said, you're gonna see I'm obviously playing horrible like in this whole gameplay so far. I mean, I'm missing wide open jump shots. I'm driving with an inside center on my team. I'm getting the ball back and giving it back to a CPU. Obviously, all that said, and then I'm passing, I'm calling for the ball, so I ended up passing to him on accident. Thankfully my big man hit me and I'm able to hit the white right there, but again, not looking too hot. Now, playing with the CPU for my first game on point guard is definitely not ideal. Like, the only games I had before this were to come out here and I was on the rooftop courts. I was just barely grinding the build at all. Also, the CPU doesn't want to switch with me, so you're going to see the whole agenda throughout this video is pretty much on defense. I'm getting ran through the entire team, and the big man's not exactly helping either, and obviously he can't really step too far out. We don't want to give up easy 2s or anything, but I don't know, man. Either way, it was still a very tough process. I shoot another early. I've shot like 2 earlies and a very late or something like that so far in this game. It was bad. It was horrible, and I wanted to show y'all this process. I wanted to show y'all me struggling on it, and the whole, I'm sure eventually I'll get the hang of this though, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it and the whole process of it as well. On the break right here, I get a free easy bucket, thankfully, and that does go a long ways too. I have slash takeover as my secondary and sharp as my primary, so when I get easy dunks like that, it's going to be helping me get takeover progress toward my sharp takeover as the primary, and just the free easy dunk is just why I have the slasher takeover as a secondary. This right here though, man, like I said, it's just really frustrating. Got no help. Obviously the build is not that good on defense in the first place. I'm forced to guard point guards. I'm not going to be able to come out here with a lockdown build, and again, I mean, bro, what is this? Like, come on. I mean, man, I do actually have good vertical on this build as well though, and you're gonna see it definitely gets some solid jump contest at being 6'3", so it's not your typical like garbage defensive point guard build, even if the ratings say it's pretty bad. Right here, get another early on a fade. Thankfully, again, my man gets the ball back, we green it in the corner, and this part right here is where you're gonna see me start turning up a little bit. All right, so now I'm not sitting here saying that I'm elite with this by any means, no way, no way. But I will say I started playing pretty solid. Now on defense though, I am running through everything right here. It's really irritating me in the moment, bro. It's irritating me watching this back too. I mean, there's no help. The CPU is obviously not really doing anything off the wraps or switches with the other wing or anything like that. The big man's not really too much help either. I'm trying to hit him down low, nothing there. We're gonna work this back out. And honestly, I'm starting to really understand the whole left-right movement, how you can't run sideways and backwards so much. A lot of y'all are tripping saying they like reverted it and it's back to the way that it used to be and that it's super cheese still. Bro, listen, I don't know what y'all are playing really. Like, I mean, you can't come out here and run backwards sideways or just directly sideways. It's gotta be forward movement, and it definitely like limits people quite a bit. Now, I will say, if you're talking about what this dude's doing right here, just sprinting sideways all over the place, I understand that, maybe. But obviously, like I said, if it's another teammate who's competent right here, this is a blitz all day. He's literally sprinting into him, going for that blitz right there, steal instantly. And then I'll just end up being on the right side of this, where if he blitzed that, then he's on this guy and I'm on this one now, this second guard who's setting him a screen while there's a guy like there's no point in being right here besides maybe to stop the CPU from contesting him, which low-key I guess he kind of did. I mean, this CPU ends up getting a jump and it says open, but either way, I'm down 16-10 right now. I'm having a horrible game. You guys get the deal. Like, I mean, I have 8 points, 50% from 3, probably like 50% from the paint as well. And again, I am out here getting harassed by a CPU, like literally horrible spacing. I'm over here looking horrible, bro. It's not good. It's not good at all. Look at the box score: 3 for 8, 2 for 4 from 3. Like, this is really tough. But fortunately, we're gonna get a little glitchy with the off-ball movement right here, hitting a little in and out. I do this on my slasher, but I can never shoot off of it. But right here, boom, easy green, simple as that. I mean, obviously my 3-point rating is not bad. It's 88. It's definitely hittable, and especially considering I still have some badges as well. I have like probably, I want to say, silver hot zone hunter, Hall of Fame sniper pops up right there as well. So as you guys can see, I mean, I have silver green machine as well. I definitely got a fair bit of shooting badges. Like, that's the one thing I put all the extra badges into as well. This right here is what I'm talking about with the build's defense though. It's fast, it can keep up, and in the situation that I do get hit on a screen and my big man is sitting in the paint again and again and again and again, I'm able to get a pretty solid jump right here. It's not perfect. It's not going to make everybody miss that, but 9% contest does get the job done most times. A lot of you guys know, especially if you're playing people who aren't super elite, super freaky at the game, you know? So overall, looks pretty good. Right there, I'm halting up the big man on accident right there. I try and hit the big in the paint off that. The CPU is going up with some crazy stuff, so I call for the pass. Fortunately, it doesn't get completely fumbled. And then I go for the contact dunk, get the green. It's looking fire, bro. This build, you can see the potential in it. You can see potential in maybe how I play with it as well. But again, you'll never really understand it fully until maybe I'm playing with the full squad. You can see the secondary guy goes for a horrible take right there. I'm out on the break. This is where we go crazy. So I hit the pump fakes. Big man goes flying in for the block because he's getting super aggressive for the block and just to make something happen. Boom, I run it out to the corner. Green again for the 3rd time in the game. And you guys hear me getting hyped over greening and stuff, bro. I'm sure a lot of y'all understand how easy it is to shoot in the game, and this is my first look at it and getting some experience of shooting with 88 3-pointer and Hall of Fame sniper. I gotta say, it is a lot easier than I thought, but obviously you see I'm mistiming it sometimes as well. I'm sure I'll get the hang of it, bro. I literally, like I said, I don't sit here in the shoot around at all either. Like, I'll never practice the jump shot. I'm just doing it in game and getting the reps that way. But anyway, this right here is really interesting. I was watching this back and I was wondering who in the world got called for this offensive 3, because it wasn't the big man. I was like, yo, this big was barely in the paint, bro. He just stepped in and then he stepped out and they called him for it. No, it was actually the secondary guy, this little 2 right here. He was in the paint for quite a while. I didn't show it all the way. Like, I just kind of showed like 40% of it right there, but turns out he's in the paint quite a while, so he gets the offensive 3. Now we get another stop off that and it's 18-16. It was literally just 16-10 earlier. And so really big run right here. I get a nice little quick drop. The big man was stepping up pretty high. Big man on my team can't shoot, but either way, he was hedging pretty high. Whether he thinks I could shoot or not, that's, I guess, up to him. But anyway, right there, gets the force pickup. This big man is going to go for a nice little take right here on the dunk. It is what it is. 20-18. I'm feeling pretty good about this right here. I mean, all I have to do is get a 2-point shot, whether it's me or my big man, or I can just go for the 3. Unfortunately, my mid-range rating is not good on this build. Like, it's literally in the 50s, and I don't know why I even shot that mid earlier in this game, knowing that. Honestly, I was sitting here maybe thinking it was just upgraded or something. I don't know what I was thinking in the moment. Anyway, back on the offensive possession, get stalled up a little bit right here. I'm getting bumped, and again, can't really run sideways with this stuff. My hyperdrive and quick first step obviously aren't like perfect or anything like that yet either. I think maybe I had quick first step on gold. I'm not exactly sure, but either way, we get the big man on the mash. He ends up going crazy on that, gets the goaltend as well. But as you can see, not like I really created too much here. I maybe pulled the big man out of the paint a little bit. Again, if this is better spacing and maybe this guy's in the corner and maybe let's say my big man is a little bit faster, I could have hit him on a lob right here because the big man ends up kind of hedging out a little bit far. Or maybe I will regret not having mid-range as well, because I easily could have just like faded this to the baseline or something like that. Or if I started to get really confident with the threes, I could just fade it to the 3-point line instead, and even more spacing off that for the big man as well. 13% contested. He ends up getting the goaltend, like I said, mashes that thing like crazy, and we get the 22-18 dub. Again though, this was against a 30 win percentage and a 60 overall on the other end, so I'm not getting too cocky with this. I will say though, obviously, like I said, I'm playing with a random. My build is very incomplete, and obviously, you know, I don't have a lot of experience with this. But I'd like to think definitely recovered quite a bit in terms of the box score as far as my stats go, or just, you know, how I was shooting, how I was playing. Everything was pretty bad from the beginning of the game, and we ended up kind of recovering pretty solid. So Laker fans, embarrassing first game on a point guard. I wanted to showcase this to y'all. I want to be very like transparent with this and maybe show the arc, show the process of like, you know, me starting from humble beginnings, not playing with people I know, just going through absolutely getting thrown into the fire of just playing with randoms, playing with garbage cans, and me being a garbage can as well in the beginning. So no tips or anything like that from Kitchen, AK. I don't want to really play with them when I'm on this build, to be honest with you guys. Maybe I'll play with Kitchen on his center, but like I said, I don't really know if I want to really get backseat point guarded, or just in general, I want to learn my own process on this. I have a completely different build than most people as well. This thing can literally get dunks, shoot, and still, in this video, I mean, maybe I didn't play great defense, but I see the potential in this build. It's super fast. It's like jumps on chase down blocks and jump contests are really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, we'll showcase the full build and all the stats and badges that I have real quick. Alright, so here's a look at the full upgrade list that I did for this build. 6'3" with a 6'4" wingspan, 166 on the weight. What this is going to be is 86 driving dunk for small contact dunk packages and pro contact dunk packages as well. 19 finishing badges, really ideal. 80 driving layup, gives all the packages. I don't have this upgraded currently though. And again, my mid-range rating, I didn't even upgrade it in the video, so it's like literally in the 50s or maybe even 40s for that matter. 88 three-pointer. I'm not even sure if I maxed that. I think it's like 85 in the video as well. And then this is the revision that I did, right? So in the video from a couple days ago, I showcased this build to y'all, and it was 70 pass accuracy with 91 three-pointer. It probably had more mid-range as well. Quite a bit more mid-range actually on top of that. But anyway, I dropped the three-pointer by like 3. It gave me 86 pass accuracy. I could put like maybe 62 steal rating on for this extra defensive badge point. I'm able to come out here with a pretty decent build overall. And some people might hate on this. Some people might think this is absolute garbage. And I understand that. This is supposed to be a non-meta point guard build. I don't want to come out here on some 6'1" or like 5'10" point guard with 40 driving dunk, or 25 for that matter, and come out here and literally just do nothing like that. Or for that matter, even have 65 driving dunk and just have the quick drops off one and just be so basic and bland with it. Never go for a contact dunk. Never go for any different dunk package or anything like that. Just literally quick drop, quick drop, quick drop. It's just the true meta, and I don't want to do that. I also was able to get this free throw as well, so I made these revisions because I thought maybe it'd be kind of fire to come out here on some like rec center content, and I know a lot of y'all be playing stuff like that, and it'd be cool if I could maybe get into that stratosphere and just relate to you guys when it comes to that and be able to play at the point guard position in that situation. And that's where I think I'd have fun with it. I don't know if I really want to play center in the rec. I feel like it's not really that fun. It's not fun to really have no control over playing with random PGs as well. And I don't know. I think this would be a really fun process to get over. But anyway, we'll go over the rest of this stuff really quickly because I've already gone over it in like previous videos of the asking you guys what point guard build I should go with. So I just want to explain, we have 93 ball handle for this rating specifically. You get hyper drive, quick chain, and handles for days all in Hall of Fame just for having those 3 ratings right there from 90 to 93. 92 speed with ball gives us Hall of Fame quick for a step. This is the perfect cutoff for 6'3". Like 6'3" gives you literally that 93 ball handle on the dot and 92 speed with ball on the dot as well. 76 perimeter defense for silver clamps. We only have 11 defensive badges. I think this gets the job done though. It gets bronze intimidator, bronze chase down artist. You could see the impact that made as well, and you can maybe see, I didn't showcase it, but I've seen in my career so far, or the like rooftop courts and stuff, that you can get some pretty good lunges on this with 57 block rating and 85 vertical with the bronze chase down artist. So I'm looking forward to showcasing that a little bit more as well. 95 speed, 93 acceleration. I think this has a lot of defensive potential that just isn't shown. Like this build has decent height for a point guard. It has really good speed. It can still play solid defense. I definitely think so. And yeah, man, overall, I just think this looks really balanced as a point guard. I mean, 19, 25, 33, and 11, and then really good physicals across the board too. The vertical, I really think is so slept on. I've seen this build is capable of getting rebounds, it's capable of getting blocks, chase downs, all types of stuff like that. Good jump contest on the perimeter, and it makes up for maybe having bad perimeter defense or really low pick dodger, or just if I don't have the badge points to even run it. As far as the takeover options, like I said, this is really original and unique compared to most of the meta PG builds because they can't get slash takeover. So this has all 4 of the offensive options for the smalls. It has slasher, shot, play, and sharp. So all of this stuff is going to be really fun to play around with. I'm not sure, I would say the one I'm least going to use probably is going to be shot takeover, and the next least is probably going to be playmaker. I think I'm probably rocking out with slash and sharp for quite a bit, but I'll probably play around with all this stuff. This is going to be good for content. I think it gives me a lot of different like avenues to go to, and I can still play my exact thing that I've been doing and show you guys the comp stuff of like Pro-Am, playing at the highest level at the big man spot, and obviously stepping quite a far ways back when it comes to playing on this point guard right here, and I got to dumb it down really tremendously. I can't play 5s yet. Obviously, I'm not going to be good enough to play point guard in Pro-Am. I mean, it's as simple as that. Maybe rec center, who knows? I need an ideal 5 to probably do that. I don't think I can really come out here with randoms and play elite or anything like that at the point guard when I'm doing that, but we'll see. I'm gonna try and get on that. We'll see where we go with it though. But anyway, that's all video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, for drop a like, sub if you're new to them, noties, all that good stuff. And let's try this one to 500 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put Laker or put PG in the comments. Short sports man all the way through. Also, in case anybody is curious, the title ended up being 3-point playmaker, so it's a little bit unfortunate. I think the other one was like 2-way deep range shot creator or something like that. It sounded really cool, but didn't really resemble the way I'd probably play with it anyway. So also, I think it's a really cool catfish thing, because if it is 3-point playmaker, people probably don't expect that I can come out with contact dunks, and it's a 3-point playmaker with slash takeover too, so that's kind of fire. But anyway, like I said, that's all video. If y'all want to see more, be sure to leave it in the comments. Like, I'm really not wanting to overdo it when it comes to dropping point guard content. I want to definitely spread things out pretty well and give a nice little balance of everything. But if y'all want to see more of this, like desperately, you really want to see it, make sure you leave it in the comments, drop a like on the video, all that good stuff, and just watch. Simple as that. So anyway, that's all video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And that, take these, man. Peace.